Alright, we're back for round 2. Our opponent is on the play. We have a pretty decent hand here. 4 lands to cast all of our spells, and we've got a couple of good creatures here. Mediocre, decent. And we've got a pump spell to get through, so good. And that's a pretty sweet pickup there. Unlicensed Disintegration. So we'll be disintegrating all of his creatures. Alright, there's a Pyro Helix. That's a pretty good pickup there, too. I like to draw spells. Would like maybe one more land. But, ooh, no play from our opponent. That's interesting. Alright, so I'm going to play the Screecher first. Because if he's got a ground creature, then I'm going to want to be able to fly over it. And if he's got a removal spell, I'd rather him just hit that anyways. So, alright. 3/2 Wild Wanderer, getting a Plains. Gotcha. Cool. Alright, so fit our 5th land, 6th land. Got a couple of options here. I can play the Gear Smasher and just take some D. Alternatively, I can kill this guy with Pyro Helix while he's tapped out. I don't think that that's the best play, best efficient use of my mana, so I think I'm going to play Gear Smasher here, play a Mountain, and I'll just get in for 2. If he wants to attack me for 3, that's totally fine. You can go ahead and do that. That way next turn I've got either both these 2 up or, you know, pretty much any combination of spells in my hand. So, for example, I can Pyro Helix this creature, and then I can disintegrate the other on my turn. So let's just hope that he doesn't have a Blossoming Defense, because that would be awkward. Oh, Prey Upon. Okay, that's fine. Here, actually, since we drew Welding Sparks, we're going to cast Welding Sparks. So I'm going to kill his Dawn Feather Eagle with the Welding Sparks. And then I'm going to Pyro Helix his other creature, and we'll smash for 2. Cool. So, made an even trade there on the board, got rid of all of his creatures. Now he's got a 2/2. Which is not so good. And Tidy Conclusion. Alright, cool. Alright, well, we'll just pass here. I mean, we've got 2 hard removal spells. Just really need to draw a creature. I'm a little less hesitant to try and kill that right now, since it's just a bear. And see, look at that. We just draw Wildfast Engineered. All of a sudden, this guy is outclassed, so. And this is great too, because if he's got any sort of, you know, tricks or whatever it may be, then I can just kill this guy in response. So, also if he doesn't attack, yeah, so I can smash him. Mr. Ganti, that's unfortunate. But I can just attack him, and then if he double blocks, I can unlicense one of them. So, and then if he's got a trick, then I can just unlicense the other one. All right, that's actually perfect that he didn't block. It means that he fears the deck. And now, oh boy, what does this thing do? Whenever a creature in opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 power. Well, that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty sweet, considering I have 2 kill spells in my hand. But making a 4/4 is not as good as killing his creature and gaining some life and all of that jazz. So we're gonna snipe the Gear Hulk. And maybe, just maybe, he'll try to go all in on a flyer. Oh, baby. That is gas. So, that's really unfortunate for our opponent, but what are you going to do? Alright, so let's crack for 5 here. We're winning that race anyways, aside from just totally nabbing your Gear Hulk. But we'll just kill your 4/4. And yeah, I want to get you some life, and I want to kill your guy. So, all right. So, as expected, our opponent conceded on the spot there. He was not gonna be recovering so well from that game. So that was pretty awesome. Cool. So it looks like Abzan value kind of deck. Let's see. Maybe. He's got a lot of big stuff here. I don't know so much that I want to bring in anything here. Courier is actually going to be solid here, I think, because he's got a lot of, bigger stuff. I might actually consider cutting the Prowler here for the predicament, because I don't think that I mean, he may have a couple of 1-toughness guys, but I didn't see anything. I mean, he played a 3-2, he played a 2-2, he's got 5-4s and 2-2s in his deck. He's got the 3-1 Audacious Infiltrator guy, so I don't know, it's kind of tough. Rampages are going to be good. And maybe I just make the same play of cutting a Gear Smasher for the predicament. Gear Smasher's not the best card. I guess I'll give that a shot. I mean, this is probably not at its best here. Maybe I should just play Tidy Conclusion instead. But I saw that he has Gear Hulk, and Gear Hulk is a giant pain to deal with. So if I can get one of his creatures plus a Gear Hulk, if he gets to that point, that's going to be bueno. So, and I'll see a little bit more of his deck. I may swap out the 4th Bridge Prowler for something else, because if he's just got like the 3-1 guy that can't be blocked by artifact creatures, then I just really don't care. And I can just deal. I can block, or just kill it, or just ignore it. Go over the top of it, whatever it may be. But Mind Row is a consideration because it looks like he's got a lot of top end stuff. But Indomitable Creativity also was a consideration of mine. But neither one of those 2 rares that I saw are like unbeatable bombs. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, Noxious Gearhawk is ridiculous. But it's not unbeatable. I mean, I've got plenty of removal for it. I've got, 2 Disintegrations. Welding Sparks, if I've got any artifact, can kill it. I've got the Perilous Predicament now. And besides, after it comes into play, pretty much the gist of the damage has already been done. So, killing this guy and getting him another free guy is not going to be ideal. So, alright, yeah, this is pretty sweet. I've got a Courier on 1, which is awesome. And then I've also got Vengeful Rebel, which is pretty cool because if I sacrifice my Courier to get some cards, then I can trigger Revolt and do some stuff. Ah, boo. Alright, well, he's killing my guy. That's unfortunate. Okay. No big deal, though. I lost 2 cards. Hopefully they weren't insane. I wish we could see them after he's dead, but no sweat. Alright, so we're going to go with the Engineer here, because it beats this in combat. Other consideration would have been to play the Foundry Screecher so that I could turn on the Revel and kill his follow-up play. But if he attacks me here and then plays a creature that can trade with this, then alright, well, he didn't, so let's push for 3. Cool. And we'll play our Scrap-a-Lap. And that guy is bonkers. If I connect with this thing, he's probably dead. So, alright, you have an Aetherborn. He's very ambitious. No counter, no counter, no counter, no counter, no counter, no counter, no counter. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so he's still plugging away in the air. Realistically, I think you should have countered. I mean, that's probably the best play, considering that I can just pump my Scrap Champion here, and then you're in trouble. So, I'm not really sure what the correct attack is here. I feel like I should just crack with both. If he wants to crack back for 6, that's totally fine too. But we'll go in here and just give our dude large double strike capabilities. Oh wow, nothing. Alright, well, take 9 and play the Foundry Screecher. Let's see if he leaves back his Osprey. He might leave back a couple of things here, actually. Ooh, Dawnfeather Eagle, that's ugly. So I could take 10. That's oof, that's a lot. I think I actually just block the servo here. Um, if I'd attack with the Screecher, I mean, he would just block with the Dawn Feather Eagle, and then I'd have to like Rebel, the Eagle. I could also, I mean, I could attack into that, and yeah, no, that seems like a bad idea. All right, so if I block there, at least I save myself some damage. I go to 8, and then it allows both of my creatures to still push through any of his, which is good news. So. Looks like he's thinking he might have an ally evasion or a build to last. Either way. Alright, well, that's not what we want, and that's not what we need. However, my creatures are forced to be blocked here, or else he's dead, so. Perhaps the best block for him is actually the Osprey on the Engineer. And then he's got 7 power left on the board, and my guys don't die. Wow. That's an interesting block. Now do you have the ally evasion? Okay. Oh, you're just... oh, okay. So you're just bouncing your guy. I see. Alright, so we'll just... we'll play Naked Rebel. And, because we're going to have to block something. Probably the Aether one with the chump. Alright, Dawn Feather Eagle it is. So you smash for 8. I have to block here. Malphus Squad. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm dead in the air, so he has to block one of the flyers. Aside from that, he knows I have multiple pump spells, I think, so I think that he... I don't know. He's probably just going to block here, or block here, and then take 3. Oh yes, that's great. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. Okay, no ally evasion, awesome. Alright, we got a Malphus Squad, and we're going to put a servo onto the battlefield. So, unless he's got some sort of double removal spell or whatever plus pump spell, then he is mondo dead. I think in his situation, I would have used the Osprey, or I'm sorry, I would have used the Aetherborn to block the champion. But obviously, I have perfect information of my own hand, so he has no way of knowing that that wouldn't just kill him. Considering he saw Pyro Helix in game 1, and I believe he also saw an unlicensed disintegrate. No, he saw Welding Sparks in game 1. So, probably a smart block on his part. But he is very dead. If he attacks, I think I just block with the servo. Okay, no attacks. Now let's see what he plays. Tidy conclusion. Gain 0. Alright. Oh, alright. Cool. We drew the Rampage. So I'm just going to smash with both and trample over both. That way, if he's got a removal spell of some sort for the Malphus Squad, I don't know what he could possibly have, but then his guy dies at least. So, cool. That's the match. And we'll be back again for round 3.